That's what I've been up to the last few months. Got a lot of projects I'm trying to finish here, but one of the most difficult right there. Anybody tells you that tomahawk's easy, they'd have to show me how easy it is. But just a few things I've been up to. You know, it's all about the leather, wood, and steel. And when leather and wood and steel come together, it's an absolute thing of beauty, I think. But here's a few more pieces of leather work. And they have the stones in them. The sharpening stones, honing stones. There's some made out of wood, but we started making them out of leather. Just thought I'd kind of show you some of the projects that I've been working on here. Again, we'll go over them. And I'll sit down here in a minute and show you one or two or three of them. That right there is going to be our version of the tracker knife. Real quick. This right here. This is the Tom Brown Jr. version. And we're going to make our own version out of that saw blade. But let me get set up here and I'll go over a few things with you. Once again, the leather work, the wood, and the steel, when it all comes together, it's a beautiful thing. Yesterday, real quick, we tried to make a video on the little tomahawks, and it was about drifting this eye. I tried to make a video Friday, that didn't work. I tried to make a video Saturday, that did not work out as well. And then I tried to make yesterday's video and the fans were running and it was just a horrible video, but I posted it anyway. But anyway, it was about drifting this eye. So any blacksmiths out there, I can drift the eye, I can cut the eye. That's a hot cut and a hot drift. Not a problem cutting the eye, not a problem drifting the hole, opening it up. The problem is it's gnarled inside. And what I'd like to know is how you smooth cutting that and a smooth drift. So if there's anybody who can tell me that you're cutting that out smooth, I'd like to see that video, how you're doing it. But that's really what the video was about yesterday. If you research, this is one real quick. We made a handle for it, and I'll explain this handle versus another handle here in a minute. Anybody that researches one of these on the internet, and you go, man, look at the price of that thing, how much they're charging for that thing. I felt the same way. And now I understand why they're charging so much for that. But this handle, real quick, this handle here, we put the handle in, we came up through here and put a wedge in it to hold it on there, which I think will work. It's on there pretty good. It's on there really good. But we put the wedge in there. But on this one, we drifted the hole a little different, like this one. And it's a little bit wider up on top than it is on the bottom. And we put the handle in from the top of the hatchet. And if you look, you can see that the handle actually gets more narrow. Very difficult. But we forced this in black walnut, and you see how thin it is. So, and it's very light. But we forced it down in the axe, extremely tight. pounded it in there. You can see where it even cut a groove in the handle there, putting that in there. But and we sanded a lot of it out of there. There was a lot on the handle. But anyway, there's one. And just going to show you some of the leatherwork, metalwork, leatherwork. Here's a piece of leatherwork we just finished this morning. Goes to this broad hatchet. Right there. Broad hatchet. And made a little sheath for it there. And real quick, got another one right here. Broad hatchet. Again, we did some leather work on the handle of this one. Tried to polish the edge there. That's really a waste of my time to do that, but I seen somebody polish one, and you know me, I got to go for it and see how hard it is. It's pretty difficult, but anyway, there's another piece of leather work right there. We even made the little collar for it right there. Is it necessary to have the collar? I guess if you miss that piece of wood, it saves that handle. But anyway, and we showed you the Tom Brown. We rebuilt that, and the tinder kit that goes with it. Turned out pretty nice, real quick. We are gonna make our own version of that Tom Brown Jr. We're gonna do an 8-pin, the holes 8-pin handle, and this is a work in progress. It's gonna take me a while, but I'll get to it real quick. We've been making some little tinder pouches. Got your little piece of that wood. Little knife right there, real quick. I'll show you the ferrule rod. Right there. Striker. In a pinch, I'd say that that'll work. I don't know. I'm fixing to find out soon enough. But we've made a few of them. Here's another one that we made. A little knife in there. Basically just the leather work. There's the ferrule rod. Just wanted to share some of it with you. We got the hones over there and the leather work. Here's one we just finished. It goes, if you look at the leather work on that, this hone goes with the hatchet. Let me show you the hone here and there, right there. And it's been wet molded. It fits perfect. But just wanted to kind of share some things and show you what I've been up to. Again, anybody that's trying to make these, I would be very interested in seeing what you're doing and how you're doing it. Mainly how you're drifting that eye. You're getting that, and what I want to make the handle like I made this handle. I don't want to go with a pre-made handle like this one. Railroad spike, and I want it to drop through a little bit easier. So there you go. Real quick, I don't see anything else on the table. Show you this little piece of leather work here. Little neck knife, and you know what I mean. Oh, real quick. This is the smallest tomahawk I've made so far. There is a YouTuber out there, or the channel out there, I think, has made one smaller than this one. But this one turned out good. Again, I want to drop the handle through so it doesn't, we don't have to do anything else to it. No wedge, just, and then you can take it back out if you need to change it. Be a little bit easier. There's another one. Of course, real quick, we had to add a little whimsical to the tomahawk here. The handle, black walnut. We did wood burn that. The feathers in there. It's on both sides. And It's a little arrowhead there. Let me show you what this one looks like. A little whimsical tomahawk, that's what we're gonna call it. But what I want to do is avoid this pen. I don't want to put the pens in there. I can, but I don't want to. I want it to be more original, you know what I mean. Anyway, just thought I'd kind of share some of what I've been up to. You can see the table's full. I don't want to keep you any longer. Let me say God bless America. God bless you wherever you are in the world. We'll catch you in the next one.